Heavyweight boxing fans, what's the deal? Let me give a shout out to the subscribers, man. You guys are telling me, Mr. Boxing, go head over to Pulev's official Facebook. He says that he will take the fight October 28th. Now, before I get to what he had to say in this article or his quote that's on his Facebook, you guys remember, man, it was Pulev was the one on this same platform, his official Facebook. He's the one that said he needed 3 to 4 months minimum. And then that's when myself and other uploaders and other fans just across the world, we were saying, hey, man, if you're not going to be ready, man, October 28th, give the slot up to somebody that will be prepared. But he said he will be prepared October 28th, so that's a good thing. So let's read what he had to say. I'm doing this live. I haven't read it yet. Let me see here. Okay, translated. Let me see. Anthony Joshua is a great and dangerous rival, but his style fits perfectly on mine, shares Pulev before the battle for the heavyweight championship of the October 28th in Cardiff. Boxing styles dictate the meeting between them. In this battle, there won't be much hugs. I'm sure he's talking about Klitschko right there. There will be strong boxing. Strong Pulev, the winner of the WBA belt and the official contender for the world title. My preparations are very intense for the short time I have. I will be completely ready when I get in the ring so he doesn't stand a chance against me. He completes his own boxing pride. Sounds kind of weird, but for the most part, October 28th is going down. I'm glad that he took this, man. I'm glad he wasn't standing on his he needs 3 to 4 months minimum stuff he was putting out there. Was that a few days ago? You know, so I'm glad that he has a different tune, but I'm wondering if this has to do with you know, him probably wanting more money. That's why he said it last time. I know in that same information he was saying that him and his team, they haven't really been seeing eye to eye. That's according to him. He said they're making a deal behind his back, blah, blah, blah. But I guess that, you know, we can put that behind us now. October 28th, it will be going down. As far as him saying their styles match up, I think their styles match up great. I think it's a great style matchup. Pulev is going to come out the first few rounds. He's going to work his jab, and he has the ability to fight off the back foot. He can use the jab, pump the jab out there, and keep you on the outside of it, land right hands behind it. He needs to come back with left hooks. He needs to work some other punches in there. But if he's just trying to come in with that basic 1-2, 1-2 type of style, I think Joshua's going to be able to read that. As you see, Klitschko was mixing it up. He was throwing lead left hooks. Sometimes he'll lead with uppercuts. He was throwing the 1-2, but he was throwing a fast 1-2. You know what I mean? And I think when Pulev starts to pump his jab, I think Joshua will double up on his jab, try to outwork Pulev with the jabs. But if he tries to go jab for jab, you jab, I jab, you jab, I jab, Joshua will get in trouble if he tries to fight like that. But he's going to throw in combinations. He's going to throw uppercuts. I think his punch variation is going to throw Pulev off. And when they do get inside, he's right. Pulev is right. There will be no hugs. But the thing about Pulev isn't a great inside fighter. If you look at Pulev, he does kind of the same things when he gets close. He hugs. Joshua's going to be throwing combinations, and Pulev isn't strong enough to wrap Joshua up. From the outside looking in, he don't seem like he's going to be strong enough to wrap Joshua up on the inside, walk him backwards, you know, put his arm around Joshua's left arm so he can't throw a left uppercut. I just don't see that happening. I just don't see it happening. He says that he has a short time to get ready. I mean, like I showed you guys on the video yesterday, the day before yesterday, I put out where I showed you guys the picture of Pulev on his Instagram account. He had a picture from July, and he looked in excellent shape for a big heavyweight. You know, he's not a small guy. You know, he looked in great shape in July. So I think he'll be ready. He's been out for a while. He's had, since the Chisora fight, he fought Samuel Peter. He went the distance with Kevin Johnson. He owns him and his brother, they own like a boxing academy out there. So he's a gym rat. He stays in shape, man. So I don't think this 2 months or whatever it is to get ready for this fight. I think that's good enough time for him to get ready. You know what I mean? So yeah, man, good thing that Pulev took this fight. You know what I mean? Now let's talk about this Ortiz situation. Now the WBA, they said that Yesterday was the deadline, and we haven't heard anything from them yet. So at this point, man, I still want to see Wilder fight Ortiz, rather whatever the WBA decides to do. I still want to see Wilder fight Ortiz. Why not? I think it's a great fight, and to me, in my opinion, it's one step closer of us seeing Joshua versus Wilder. One step closer. So let's just kind of cancel them both out and just have Ortiz versus Wilder, and then the winner takes on Joshua. I know Joshua, his or Hearn's plans were to fight Pulev first and then fight Ortiz in February or March and then fight Wilder after that. But if we can just take care of Wilder and Ortiz, they can just fight each other, get that taken care of, and then, hell, who knows, man? Maybe we won't need a February, March date. Maybe we just push it out to what, about April, May, something like that. We could just have Joshua versus Wilder. If everything goes according to plan, Ortiz versus Wilder is a very interesting fight, man. I know a lot of fans will probably go for Ortiz in that fight. A lot of fans may go for Wilder. That's a very close fight. I really never really broke that down style-wise, and if that fight gets made, man, it's going to be a joy breaking that one down and just watching tape and or watching even more tape. I pretty much watched all their fights, but just really trying to break it down. It's a good fight. I can see Ortiz still in a lot of the first few rounds, man. And if Wilder can't find a home for that right hand, or he can work some left hooks, or he can keep Ortiz on the outside with his jab. If Wilder gives away those rounds like he has against Spilka and Gerald Washington, you never know, man. You may get late into a fight where you can't knock a guy out, and you gave up a lot of the early rounds. You may lose the fight. You know what I mean? But we'll see if that fight gets made. I still want to see Wilder versus Ortiz, regardless of what the WBA does. Now it's up to Ortiz if he wants to wait. Now it's up to him. If he really wants a title shot, he can have one in November. You know what I mean? But if he wants to wait, I guess it's up to Ortiz now, or whatever they're going to do. But I still want to see Wilder versus Ortiz in November. Let's make that happen. You know, but great, man. Kirbet Pulev is not going to hold us up. That's good for him. Good, great, man. I'm happy about that. You're not holding us up. And we'll see what Pulev has, man. Can he beat Anthony Joshua? Can he keep the jab on him, keep Joshua off balance? And can he find a home for his own right hand? We'll see. We will see October 28th, man. You guys let me think in the comment section. I'm out.